Hi guys, if you click that thumbnail, you know where you reached. Good morning, good morning. This, hold on, is Readings by Marvelous Madame. I am Marvelous One, Marvelous Madame in the flesh. Welcome back to the Marvelous Show. So, hold on, trying to get my stuff right. Okay, so if you click the thumbnail, then you see the title, and the title is obviously going to be the cards, the oracle deck that I have chosen to use for the month of June, which is the ASTRO Tarot. I'm very, very excited. Adventure, logic, journey, possibilities, time, and compassion. All of these cards is telling a story. Each one of the components make up exactly what you guys are going through right now. If you haven't figured it out, this is going to be your June 2019. How does Bae feel about you for the beautiful sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? You're my last video, and I'm excited. I'm excited for you because this person is saying, this is what I want to do with you. And the possibilities are endless. And what's the best course of action? Red or blue pill or red or green pill? You know, what way are we going to go? But no matter what, I know that the journey that I'm going to go on is going to be had with you. These straps, yes. So I think that that's beautiful. Just by looking at the words, you know how this person feels. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So if you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're subscribed to the tribe, some of the clarifying energies, because I meditated and pulled the cards yesterday and then walked away because I had a splitting headache and it was time that I let it go. I did pull your oracle cards and then had a full day's, a rest of the day's rest, and then came back to your reading with the cards still out and went into the rest of the deck, and it started to tell all of these stories. So clarifying energy that's moving your partner into this particular area, whether this is definitely an existing connection, but with this connection, I don't feel like it has to be that new. I'm sorry, that old. This particular connection, I feel like, is the possibilities are endless as your timeline. So if this is somebody that you just met and everything has been going on, I think that this can apply to you just like it can apply to people that's been together for a while. I do feel very strongly about that. The clarifying energy is that your partner had a wake-up call. This is the Ten of Swords. Something about this situation or something about obtaining, not necessarily obtaining, but achieving, that's the word. The type of relationship that this person wants with you has been near impossible. And there was obstacles that stood in the way of it, of coming to the realization that your partner wanted it to come to. And I feel like maybe some of that's cleared up now, and as a result of that, the partner is saying that now it's time. Let's strike while the iron is hot. You, on the other hand, your clarifying energy, you're definitely celebrating something. So you guys are celebrating a recent victory of some sort. Okay, the bottom, this is the clarifying energy for you, Virgo. That is the Emperor, and then both of these came out, and that is the King of Cups. So that's your clarifying, this is your main energy. So just the way that this goes. I've already pulled 5 cards that represent how your partner feels about you, and I have your 6 oracle cards. In my pre-shuffle, I do pre-shuffle the energy of the deck that's going to interpret your energy and the extension that's going to be available for purchase. And I also shuffle your clarifying energy. So let's get right into it. We're 4 minutes in. The main energy that's going to interpret your partner's feelings is going to be done with the vice versa tarot. We're going to be clarifying this reading as well as your extended with the illuminated tarot and mini deck, blue for your partner and gold for you. Okay. And then the Wheel of the Year tarot will be what we will be using in the extension to interpret your feelings. The Echelon Oracle deck is what we're using, and I'm going to go ahead and give you and show you each one of the cards. Then we're going to get into the main energy. Then we're going to talk about the bottom of the deck. Then I'm going to go ahead and give you a brief description of each one of these oracle cards. Then clarify everything, tie it all together, and get you out of here. That's what we do. First card is Adventure. If I didn't say that the first time. Logic. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Journey. Possibilities. Time. Compassion. Okay. First card that represents how your partner feels about you is the Three of Pentacles. That is one. That's the back. Next card that represents how your partner is feeling is the Six of Swords. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. This is a very passionate person. This is the King of Wands. The back of that is just the back of his chair. We have the Chariot. And look how beautiful that is. That is just gorgeous. Look at that. And then last but not least, we have the Eight of Wands. Dark and light. What does this say? Well, this person has been waiting. There was something that blocked this person from being able to say exactly what they wanted to say. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups, which is exactly what was in your clarifying energy. We also have the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Six of Cups. Somebody, if I'm not mistaken, Gemini had the exact same three cards. There was a Three of Cups. There was it wasn't necessarily a great reading, but for some of you it was. It just depends on what you resonated with. But some of you guys are connecting with air. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So the Court of Dreams is our sword energy, okay? And this Echelon Tarot. That's going to be the energy of Virgo. That's going to be the energy of air. That's going to be your Libra, your Gemini, and your Aquarius. The Court of Gears is going to be our Pentacle energy, our Earth energy. Our Virgo, you, Taurus, and Capricorn. The Court of Love is going to be, obviously, our Cup or our water element energy. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And then finally, the Court of Fairy is going to be our Wand energy. Fire element, and that's going to be our Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Right now, you guys are plotting your adventure. I think the mutual energy from the amongst the two of you, when I tally up how many goes in each category, right now, passion. Although what seems to happen in these readings, let me just cut myself off. You guys your energy will pull down what maybe you need to focus on, or the mutual energy that spirit is guiding you that needs to be explored between the two of you. But then whatever element is missing always ends up coming out in the tarot card. So that goes to show that some of them, but for the most part, you know, that's what normally happens. Now, there's been a few that has just been spot on. Their energy matches the oracle. The oracle deck is here to just give us a little bit more insight. It's also something that needs to be focused on, whether you're focused on it or not. This is what your energy with you and your partner, generally speaking, needs to be focused on together. So, gears, that is what you do comfortably. And I feel like when I look down here, I do see a lot of work going on with the Three of Pentacles, okay? And then we have dreams. Dreams is a very... that's coming from obviously the sword energy. So you guys are planning your life. You're talking about things. You are basically going in and cleaning out the clutter and plotting your adventure and your journey together. This reading screams This isn't so much a level up. The level up is already taking place. There was things that were beyond both of you guys' control that stopped you guys from being able to move where you wanted to move. And I mean, when I say move, not into the next house or apartment, forward. There was something that blocked this. And it seemed like it could have been when we started clarifying. I'm feeling intuitively other people, circumstances, maybe financial things that happen in life. Okay, so to your three energy cards that's saying where the both of you guys are trying, intuitively, that's what I'm picking up, that you guys have been having a lot of conversations. It's been fast communication. Whatever you've been waiting on to improve your quality of life is coming. Okay? Whatever your partner has been waiting on to improve their quality of life is coming. There's a lot of transitioning out of things that no longer serve you. I do feel like that is past. We have the Six of Cups. This lets me know that not only does this card signify for me about the deepness and the intensity of this relationship, Virgo, between you and your partner, this also lets me know that there are some things from the past that has possibly kept this relationship from moving where it needed to go. All right. So to your dreams, we have our gear. So you guys are working together as evidenced with this Three of Pentacles. And then we have one card that represents the Court of Love. I feel like when I'm looking at the rest of these cards, that card does not exist. I mean, there's only one of those cards, but it doesn't mean that love doesn't exist. I'm sure all of that's going to come out in the clarifying energy. So that's what we have right now. I'm feeling like there is the Chariot is here. What does the Chariot want to do? Well, the Chariot wants to move forward. There has been some things that has needed to go on. This Queen of Swords lets me know that there's some boundaries that needed to be set. There's some things that you guys needed to put the kibosh on collectively, okay, the both of you, as well as one-on-one, with things that affected both of you guys in your individual lives, which could very well possibly play a role, okay, in your life together. All right, so we're going to get into these and we can keep it moving. So the very first card is adventure. An adventure by definition can be a risky undertaking. Regardless of what happens, when you seek out new adventures, you learn something new about yourself and the world around you. This is what you guys are dealing with right now. And I believe that's screaming to me a huge leap of faith, okay? While you're doing that, though, there is a certain amount of logic that needs to be applied to this situation. And the next is logic. Drawing this card may mean that you need to step back from your emotions and evaluate a situation with logic instead. Are you letting your emotions blind you from the truth of the situation? Maybe a project isn't going well, yada, 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 okay? Looking at your process with a logical mind and asking questions may help you figure out the problem and a way to find it. But in reverse, Virgo, it's a possibility to rely too much on logic. So someone here is hella logical, and somebody here isn't as logical. Somebody's too emotional. This is spirit telling you guys that to bridge the gap, you guys need to find the perfect balance, okay? Let's talk about journey, right? The next card being journey. There we go. We make different journeys, or we may take different journeys in our lifetime. They can be adventures or they can be dull. Drawing this card may serve as a reminder that not all journeys are exciting, but they also don't have to be boring. Who you travel with on the journey is important. I think that you guys went on individual journeys like we all do. And some of the people in your circumstances, remember going back to that little situation that I was telling you guys that you may have had to put some, with this Queen of Swords in the bottom of the deck energy. I know darn well that your partner is saying that there are things going on, Virgo, in your life that you definitely need to start setting better boundaries with. So I feel like maybe you got some feedback, okay? Your partner, this is how they feel about you. So your partner is maybe looking at some things that's going on in your life and stating that, you know, the last journey that you went on, you probably didn't have the right travel companion. I'm it. I feel like that's what they're trying to say to you, especially with the fact that possibilities is the next card. Let's get into it, okay? And I feel like, and no one, maybe someone has, I don't know, who pulled this possibilities card. I'm sorry, you know how I am when I want to prove my point. So let me see something. Possibilities is the very first card, guys. The very first card. And I feel like it's the very first card in the book for a reason. I feel like it's a very important card. And I'm just trying to figure out who got it. I apologize for that. That's my theme music. Okay, so you definitely are connecting with air, or you guys are using your mental right now. That's or someone has air in their, and someone has air in their rising, moon, or Venus. And then obviously with you being a Virgo, the gears make sense. Who had possibilities? Hold on. I want to be able to tell you guys that you were the only one that got it. That's what I want to say. I want to say that you're the only one that got it. But right now, of course, I don't see it. So right now, I'm going to say that. If you guys see in any of the other, okay, hold on. Journey, perfection, adventure. Some of you guys are connecting possibly with a Pisces. Okay, let's see what Aries had. No. There's water here. Let's see. No. Aquarius. No, it looks like you are the only zodiac sign that got possibilities. Okay, thank you for allowing me that moment to go on my tangent, because I needed to see. All right, so possibilities. When we dream, possibilities, the sky's the limit. You guys have definitely been planning your life. You've been dreaming individually, and you've been dreaming about a life together. So, what do you want in this current situation? Small steps can lead you to new doors and new possibilities. All you have to do is start walking. Did you hear that? All you have to do is start walking. I feel like there's someone in this connection. I honestly feel like, Virgo, your partner is telling you that. You're a little bit more logical. So this person, you know, they're a little bit more spontaneous. I do see fire all up and through here. In the actual energy. The person doesn't have to be a fire sign, but they want you guys to operate a little bit more, what's the word? Spontaneously. Okay? Then we have time. Drawing this card may mean that it can be a good sign that you need to pay more attention to time. Virgo, somebody wants you to understand that time is everything. Time is a dichotomy. We want more of it and often can't wait for it to pass. Okay? However, you've been putting off something. This is screaming, let's do it. Let's get it done. Is somebody trying to marry you? And you're saying, hold on, pump the brakes, wait. We don't have enough money. We don't have enough this. And this person is saying all we need is each other. That's kind of what I'm hearing here. All right, compassion. It is, oh yes, this makes sense now. This makes sense to me. Acknowledge that all you do and give yourself permission to pamper yourself, but also be able to show compassion, because it comes in many forms, Virgo. Kindness to others, charity, and taking care of those in need. There is a way to tell this person, I see it now. I don't even have to read that anymore. There is a way, Spirit is telling you that there is a way to let this person know how you're feeling about the fact that you may not want to do something that they want to do right now, and be compassionate and tell them in a way where they feel like they feel like they're getting what they need to get out of it. because I feel like this person is ready to move. There's a couple different scenarios that I'm hearing. You guys are together, you want to move together. You guys are together, you want to move into a bigger house. Or you guys are together. There is something that's time sensitive to your partner. And how they're feeling about you is that there is a past situation here or a programming, okay, that has taken place due to circumstances in your life, Virgo. Your partner is accepting that, but they want to move forward. Now, typically the Chariot in the love reading may be competition, one-upmanship. Maybe you need to take a time out, da-da-da-da-da. But the way that it's aspected here, I'm going to give you the most common and say that they're ready to put you on this Chariot and start moving. And I feel like there is some type of blockage here. I do feel like the blockage is moving, but your partner doesn't want to wait for something. And I feel like that's wait for you. Wait for you to make a decision. Thank you, Spirit. What's clarifying my Three of Cups is, yes, the Queen of Wands. So there is a king here and there is a queen. Divine feminine and masculine just takes it to a whole nother level. So that lets me know right there that they're looking at you as the divine feminine or their masculine, and what they want is to take it to the next level. That level depends on where you guys are in your level right now. So whatever level you on, they want to take it to the next level. But this particular person, if you resonate with this one 100%, this person wants to get married. I feel like maybe you guys already live together. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Well, that popped out. Ace of Cups, clarifying my King of Wands. Absolutely. And then what's clarifying, yeah, there was some money issues too. I see it. This is also the Hermit. Your partner feels like you maybe are not holding back. You're maybe holding back too much. They understand. But I feel like they're in love. And this Nine of Pentacles is you do have everything that you need. You do, Virgo. You look good, you live good, you have all of the comforts with this Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Pence, Nine of Diamonds. But I feel like your partner wants to come in and get in where they fit in a little bit more. Maybe you've been single too long and this is simply about allowing them to come in and take care of you a little bit more. Maybe you're so used to, I'm guilty of that. Maybe you're so used to doing everything by yourself. This is a time for you to kind of step over and let your man take care of you, ladies, or fellas. You've been single so long. Now it's time for you to let her in so she can start taking care of you. You're so used to doing it by yourself, I see here, that it's hard for you to allow another person to come in. Absolutely. Clarify the Chariot. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so the very first one that popped over was the Hangman. So your partner feels like you have been in Hangman energy and you have not been very receptive to maybe making a decision the way that you're supposed to make a decision when it comes down to this particular relationship. I feel like your partner is feeling like your hesitance, because the Two of Swords is just blocking out. It's avoided emotion and da-da-da-da-da. And when this comes out, thank God that this is a blended deck, because this is also the Hangman. And the beautiful thing about the Hangman energy is that you're taking your time and doing exactly, you're suspended in the air comfortably. You went into that position and you want to take your time, Virgo. And your partner, it could be for some of you that they feel slighted because they feel like you're just blocking out the emotions and not willing to give their version of the way that they want things to happen a fair shake. But I feel like what you may be trying to get them to see is that no, I'm not saying that I'm not going to do whatever the thing is that you want them to do. I think that what you're trying to say is that there is a time. That's that logic that's coming out, which is in your cards and telling you that maybe you guys need to sit down and eliminate the logic and emotion and just come up with a plan. I don't know how, but you have to be logical. You have to have emotions. you know, you can't be too emotional. You can't be too logical. It's just like, my God, you know, but I definitely am not the one to tell you that all of those things are not hard as hell to not do. But this needs to just go, this situation, maybe you guys need to go to a counselor, or maybe you need to sit down to a unbiased ear and really have the talk. And then what's clarifying? Oh, sorry, guys. What is clarifying my Eight of Wands, which is my Cupid's arrows of love, which is my fast communication or fast conclusion. You guys are going to come up with a conclusion, obviously, is the talk. This is the Two of Wands. And or a heated debate or conversation. I hope and pray that it does not become heated. Okay. But the Two of Wands by itself is personal power and boldness. It is the exact same type of energy as the Magician, as I say all the time, except it's on a personal level. And this is the things that you need to do inward to project that personal power. So this is uncomfortable for somebody here. And Virgo, this is your partner saying that I know this is uncomfortable for you, but we have to talk about it. Maybe you're avoiding it. I get that as well. Okay. Bottom of the deck is, this is the Knight. This is the Knight of Wands. Okay. This is the Nine of Cups. And then this is the Knight of Swords. So there could be a possibility that you guys have not been necessarily seeing eye to eye on what is supposed to happen here. One of you guys feels like somebody is holding too many things to their chest and not being honest about how they feel, the true honesty. The other one feels like you're just chasing your tail and you're not really thinking about it logically. And in the middle of both of these energies, you guys are not going anywhere. It's just something in your relationship that you need to deal with. So, wow. That's beautiful. That is gorgeous energy. Thank you for making that easy for me. I don't necessarily need 10 more minutes to break this down. I feel like you guys are going to get there. You have two nines. Someone feels like that what needs to happen between you guys is at a distance. So like I said, one of you guys is not trusting the other. And Virgo, I feel like your partner is feeling like you're holding all of the cards to your chest and you're not playing fair. And you feel like your partner is just saying things to you and maybe not be looking at the bigger picture or looking at certain things from a logical perspective, or it can be flip-flopped. But this is the level up. This is the level up, not the... I feel like this one is moving, whatever it is life-changing. It's life-changing. Like you can go to sleep one way and wake up the next day as something completely different. A completely different status. Everything is different now. And to you, Virgo, you like to take calculated risk and play it safe with that that earth, depending on what else you have in your, what is driving your emotions. If it's this fire, then you may be the one that wants to make the spontaneous decisions, and then your partner may be, hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Okay. Or it's flip-flop, and your partner is the one that wants to play it safe on something. Yeah, like I said, so, or it's back the way that I said. You see what I was trying to say, but it could be the way that I'm saying it, or it can be in reverse. So there's going to be a conversation. There's a shitload of love here. And you guys are just going through the motions of what you go through in relationships. And if it's real, and if I don't see any children necessarily, because I don't see any pages. But whatever it is, you guys may not have any children together, but one of you guys is saying it's more complicated than us just leaving, and the other person is saying that's because you're making it too complicated. That's basically the gist of this entire reading. But it's not because of lack of love, no third parties, none of that terrible stuff to report. So I completely am completely confident at you guys figuring this out. We conclude with that conversation that needs to be had, and it's going to be quick, communication and a quick conclusion instantly. Okay, so and obviously I think it's going to work out in your favor. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Thank you so much if you watched. Thank you for allowing me to move all over the place. You were the only one, unless someone proves me wrong, that got possibilities. That is the very first card in the Oracle deck, which is beautiful. You open up the energy. Your energy pulled down the energy of the very first card in the deck, and you are my very last reading. So that's beautiful to me. My last reading goes out with a bang. I always love when the last reading is very, very good because I can end the month and close my month out on a wonderful note. Okay. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. If you want to watch the latest video, you will click somewhere in there. If you want to go ahead and go to my website, that should be somewhere in here if I'm doing it correctly, or here and there. Either way. If you're interested in some Marv merch, go ahead and check out my offerings at the bottom of the video. For those of you who have emailed me about spiritual baths, about candles, about merchandise that are going to be off of YouTube, or, you know, merchandise that is not currently being listed on YouTube, then that's coming. That's in the works right now. There are going to be a couple of listings, and I'm going to publish a price listing in the community tab coming soon. I am going to start, just like I start everything, with giving away free versions of this so I can get feedback. I am going to be selling directly on Etsy for some things and going through the scheduler for other things. It really depends. I am a Etsy fanatic. Right now, the store is set up. It's been set up for a while. All I have to do is add things. So for those of you who want to, who has been asking me about that, that's in the works right now. I cannot talk this morning. And I think that's it. One last thing. If you're interested in booking any personal time with me, as of today, I have 4 slots available in the emergency reading for international and regular and stateside readings left. After Thursday of next week, that is it. So after the 27th, that is it. And if those are not booked by a certain time and day, you will see them eliminated from the calendar altogether, because they won't be out there. I'm sure they're going to go quick. So if you're interested in that, there are no weekend readings available at this time. So go ahead and book if it's an emergency. If not, then go ahead and book it in July when you see that I am open. Book your full moon and new moon class, the moon package. The next new moon is on July 2nd. We are all scheduled to be there for those of us who have for my students who have already purchased it. This is an eclipse moon, both moons in July. And the first one is in Cancer. So if you want to, go ahead and learn how to set intentions, this is going to be a very powerful moon. We are going to be up in here and being some setting intentions fools. That is going to be the only thing that I'm going to be doing the first week of July. That's it. Because we have the holiday. So the schedule should not be open, but I believe that weekend it is. So I'm done rambling. Anything else you need to know should be in the description below. If you're interested and you've survived this long at 35 minutes soon, although I still found a way to fill up that 10 minutes. If you're interested in anything else, you know how to email me, readings@marvelousmadam.com. Everything else is in the description. And if you're interested in knowing how Virgo feels about this, then I'll see you in the extension. Goodbye. I will see you guys next month. And to everybody else, I'll see you in the extension. Bye, Virgo.